Design Center, steps for adding a connector to a Mule-App project. Creating a connection can be included in those steps. Here you can see the steps for adding a connector to a Mule. This flowchart shows steps for adding a connector to a Mule-App project. Creating a Mule-App project. A connection is saved at saved a connection is a saved set of information that a running Mule-App must use to connect to a specific system by means of a connector. You might create a connection as part of adding a connector to a flow. Here you can see this flowchart shows information steps to adding a connector to a Mule-App project. Creating a connection can be included in those steps. One, when you add the connector to a flow, you create configuration. Which is a set of information that include the connection. If a configuration exists that you use it, that you can use, then you can simply select it. However, if no configuration existed, the connector, net for the connector, and if no existing configuration fits your use case, then you must create a configuration. Part 2, part of creating a configuration is specifying which connection the connector must use to connect to a system. When then you can simply select it. However, if no configuration exists yet for the connector, or if no existing configuration fits your use case, then you must create a configuration. Here the part 2 part of creating a configuration is specifying which connection the connector must use to connect to a system when your Mule-App is running. Then when the dialog for creating configuration is opened, it presents list of connections. If any connection already exists for this type of connector, the dialog also enables you to create a connection. For example, if you are adding an instance of a database connector, the flow designer opens the database configuration dialog. This dialog presents a list of connections to databases. If any connections already exist for this type of connector, the dialog also enables you to create a connection to a database. For the if you click Add Connection button to create a connection, you return to the configuration dialog for the connector to specify values for the field in the advanced section if you need to do so. So here you can see the start is connected to add the connector to a flow. Add the connector to a flow is connected to select the operation to use the connector for, and it's connected to does a configuration exist, and if exist, it is gonna then move to use the existing configuration, and it is connected to stop. And if the configuration does not exist, then move to create a configuration. Then create a configuration is connected to start, and start is connected to does a connection exist. If the connection exists, select a connection, and select a connection is connected to stop. And if the connection does not exist, create a connection, and it is connected to stop, and stop is connected to create a configuration. Create a configuration is connected to stop. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.